Hey y'all, it's Steph, and today we're building the bayou, episode 4. So today we're starting off with placing the small palmetto palm trees from the mine via place item command, and I just wanted another variety of plant, a little bit more tropical. I wanted a more tropical feel, so I definitely hope that one day James gives us a seed or a way to plant these above ground. Until then, it's the place item dev command for me. If you guys don't want to use these, that's fine. You can still get a similar look by burying a banana tree about 2 deep, and they will pop up and look just like a little palm. Later in the day, I'm back to planting my lily pads and placing more of the river reeds. I found out from somebody who commented on the last Bayou video that you can actually use the up arrow to just repeat the same place item code, which is awesome. I wish I would have known that when I was doing this build, because I literally was typing it in each time. It took a very long time. I'd never heard that before, so I really appreciate that comment. So a big thank you to Bean Drinker for leaving that comment on the last video. Anytime you guys have suggestions or ways to improve something that you see me doing in one of my builds or videos, maybe make it faster like Bean Drinker did, I would very much appreciate it. So leave those comments. Let me know how I can improve, how I can be faster with something or make something look better. Anytime you guys have an opinion, I would love to hear it. So lay it on me. So guys, I left this in to show this is what happens when you walk away from your computer while you're in the water and it turns late. I did pass out, and right now I'm begging Shannon to come revive me, and she's trying to find me. She'll be here in a minute just to, rub my tushy, wake me up, and then we'll go have a sleep, and you'll see what I get up to the next day. And we're back at planting all the stuffs in the bayou, y'all. Basically my river reeds and my lily pads. Just getting it all in there, making it look all full and nice. So I got really sick of planting in the water, so I got out and I started to clear up this back piece of land. This is where my bunkhouse and my crab farm and my workspace and my mine are all gonna go. Right now, I'm starting to build the little shed that I want to go with my bunkhouse. You could see that the house is already placed but hasn't been built yet. Y'all, about here, I realized that I built the shed a little bit too far back, and I wanted it to look like the shed belonged with the bunkhouse, so I started moving it forward with a shovel. The magic of editing. I will cut all that out so you don't have to watch me shovel forever, and we'll get started on the rest of the shed build. So I was building this shed to have a slanted roof. I just wanted something different, something not like the other shed that I've built on the island. And I don't know, I really didn't like the way it looked once it was done. It just looked super odd. I think that if I could, I would have made it smaller maybe, but I didn't want the one side to be so short. So I just decided to take it down and change it and make it like the other shed. At least it looks like a shed. You can tell what it is. This just looks kind of strange. And I'm glad I changed it because it turned out to look a lot better. I think you'll agree with me. Here you'll see that I put the ramps on the top of the shed. I was still trying to find some way to be different, but then I took them off. So here it is, the way that I feel like the shed should look. And I like it much better this way. I am going to make it a little bit smaller. I didn't want it to be as big as the house that I was putting in, so I am taking one tile of dirt off the back, and it will be, I believe it's 4 wide, so it'll be a little shorter than the house, which I like. And as you can see, Missy and Shannon are with us. They really helped me out with this build and gave me advice and told me what looked good and what didn't. Right now we're starting on my froggy workspace, and it was a long process of messing it up and then redoing it. I actually had a photo that I was going off of that's those little like melting dots that you iron together or whatever. I can't remember exactly what they're called. They're like little craft dots. But I had a picture of a frog that was made out of those craft dots, and I was trying to go off of the dots to make the pixel art, and it was a little rough. You might see me standing for short periods of time just looking at the photo. I keep looking at the map trying to see what's not there because the map doesn't update automatically, which I wish it did, but it doesn't. So yeah, I did the best I could, and eventually it turns out to look pretty good. The one that I wanted has a lily pad underneath of it, but I didn't have the right colors for the actual lily pad. Like, I would have needed a lighter green, like a couple of different shades of green actually, and we didn't have that. So I could have built it up, but I wanted to use it as a workspace, so I didn't want to build it up. I didn't want to make it high. I wanted it to be usable space. So I ended up changing it, but I ended up really loving it in the end. I hope you guys love it too, and I hope you maybe make yourself one. It's just now that I'm realizing that I made the top of the frog way too small. It had eyes that were, rather large and had whites inside of them, and I had made them way too small for the tiles. So I knew at this point that I had to make the outline even bigger. So that's what I'm doing here. I took everything up, and now I'm going to redo it once again. now you'll see me start to create the outline for the lily pad. I actually try a different couple of ways to do the lily pad because I really wanted to use it. It just ended up too big for the space, and I couldn't get it in the colors that I liked or the pattern that I liked, so I decided to remove it in the end, and you'll see that here. I just wanted to leave it in case anybody else wanted to use the frog with the lily pad. While I was working on the lily pad, Shannon was super sweet and added some whites to the eyes of the frog and the blush to the cheeks. I just noticed that she accidentally added some on the outside, so I'm just moving that and putting it on the inside. And then I will go ahead and create the belly of the frog. And then after that, since it's late, I think we will sleep and we'll take a look at the frog the next day on the map. So here I just wanted to explain that I was opening the map because we had done swatches of different heights of the pathing, and I was just trying to figure out which pathing I really wanted to use for the belly of the frog. Before we decided to sleep, I wanted to take a look at the froggy from the air just to see if the shape was all right and if there was anything I could see I needed to change right now. And obviously, I saw something I wanted to change, so that's what we're doing now. Now after sleep, we're headed to look at the froggy from the air and on the mini map. Oh, doesn't he look so cute in the mini map? Oh, I was really happy with the froggy, not so much the lily pad. So we're gonna try and change that up a little bit and see what happens next. as I said before, guys, I really struggled with the lily pad. I struggled with the outline of it, and then I will also struggle with the coloring of it. I just didn't really enjoy the lily pad as much as I thought I was going to. So once I finished the coloring on the lily pad, we went up in the air to look at it. I wasn't a fan of it at this point, but I was willing to leave it if it looked good on the mini map. Um, I was going for some golden hues instead of the green because I didn't want to build up the lily pad. I didn't want it to be taller. And so I used like as many different golden hues as I could. And I don't know, it just really, it really wasn't what I wanted in the end. So like I said, I ended up removing it. I actually ended up trying other things and then removing it. I did take a long time trying to make the lily pad work, and I could have quit sooner, but you never know if something's going to work until you try different things. And that's one thing about designing in the game, is just keep trying, because you may find a situation where you like something, and then also you may find a situation where you don't, and you spend some time on it and you decide to change it, and it all works out for the best. And since we're about to see it on the mini map, and I'm actually going to decide now that I don't like it, so I'll just end up taking it up, and I'll end up trying to use green and blacks and raise it, and then all of that, and it just wasn't working out for me. Let me know what you guys think of the golden hues on the map. Did you think that was cute? Did you think it was a mess? Let me know what you thought. So as you can see, I was really struggling to get the split in the lily pad right. It just didn't look right on the map no matter what shape I put it in. So I decided to try a different shape, and then you'll see me start to raise the lily pad, and with the power of magic editing, we will skip forward so that you don't have to see all the printing. And see that I was just really hoping that if I raised it one, it would be enough to change the mossy brick into a lighter green, and so I could see some difference between the lily pad and the frog. I didn't want to raise it too high. I'm sure if I raised it more, it would have been a lighter green. It would have looked probably better, but I wanted to use this space for a workspace, and I wanted to make things here, so I didn't really want it to be really tall. And so ultimately, like I said before, I just end up not using the lily pad. But by all means, you guys, if watching this makes you want to use the lily pad, go for it. It was really cute. It was cute with the green lily pad. It would have been really, really cute if I would have raised it up higher, I think, and let it be different colors in different spots. Just as a pixel art, it would have been really cute. So if you just want to make a frog on a lily pad pixel art, it would look really, really good. But yeah, I wasn't a fan, so I will end up removing it and doing something different. So here I'm just looking at it and trying to figure out if there's anything I want to change. And then I decide that I just want to go have a sleep and look at it on the map the next day. And here we are. And it looks better than the golden one in my opinion. But to be honest, I just really wanted the lily pad to be a lot lighter color. And we don't have that in the game, so I just will try a couple more things trying to make it work, and then I'll eventually just take it down and try something new, and that ends up being what I really liked and ended up staying. some people might want to know why I left all of this in, why I didn't just cut all of this out and show what I actually put in instead of showing all the struggle and all the mess and the trying different things and ultimately it not working out. And it's because I wanted to show you guys that not everything comes easily, not everything is perfect when you first do it. It's all trial and error. It's okay if you try something and it doesn't work out. In this game, you can take things down and put things back up all the time. It's not a big deal, and it happens to all of us. We all, have a vision and struggle to make it come to life. And sometimes, there's just no way in the game to make it happen. So it turns out to be, difficult and needing to be changed, and that's okay. You can still make something work even if it doesn't work out the way that you hoped it would the first time. While I took some time to come up with an idea to add to the frog, we raised the outside outline of the frog so that I could put my chest up against it. I just wanted to add a buffer for my workspace and make it look kind of cool, 3D, if you will. And then I decided that I would just add some legs. He did look a little weird. He was kind of round. He didn't have any, back legs sticking out or anything like that. So here I'm just trying to figure out how to add legs. The picture I had, he didn't have legs on, so I was working without a reference for the legs. At first I tried to add feet and then decided that I didn't like the way that looked. It was just too kind of big and bulky. And so I eventually end up tucking them right up underneath of him. And I think it turned out really, really cute. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Legs or no legs? Which one did you guys think was the cutest? we're just gonna hop on the heli now and go up in the air and look at the little froggy with his little legs. And he looks so cute. And then it's a little dark, so I wanted to have a sleep and then come back in the morning and look at him. And look how cute, you guys. He turned out so good. There's turkeys stuck in him now. I love the legs. I really, really love it. And now I'm just gonna put some grass down, and then we're gonna start decorating and moving things over and doing all the stuffs. We decided to try out going up 2 levels on the outside walls, and I just kept looking at it and checking it out, and before we got too far, I actually decided to tell everybody, wait, stop. I don't like it. I don't want it too high. And then that I wanted to take all of the raised spots down to the ground. So that's what you'll see us doing right now, just deciding to take everything back down and correct the faux pas. We did not want it to be higher. Later on, you'll see me add flower beds, and then I'll raise up what's inside of the flower beds. It just looked way better that way. Decisions, am I right? They're so hard to make. Now we're flying over my old workspace area. I really loved my butterfly. It served me well. I just didn't feel like it fit with my island in the direction that I was headed with it. And also, I needed this space for another build, so I knew I was going to have to move it and just wanted to do something different. So I came up with the froggy. I'll miss my butterfly, but I'll build her again one day in the future. So later on that day, we decided to go ahead and add the flower boxes to the outside of the froggy and get him ready for all of the stuff to be transported over and put here for all my workspace needs. So you guys, I didn't film moving everything. I didn't want to put that in here. But I will show you the finished product at the end of the video, and I'm really hoping you guys like it. I love it. I think it works great. It's not too big, not too small, and it fits in so well with the bayou. I just adore my little froggy. Now that we've got the outside all surrounded by flower boxes, Shannon's helping me to raise the inside a bit, just to set the item signs on behind my chests. And it's going to turn out so cute, y'all. You're going to absolutely love it. I just know it. Here we are, y'all, taking one last look at it before it's all put together and everything's moved over. You guys, here we go. Look how awesome. Everything is in it. I moved everything over. I put up my signs. I even have little bulletin boards on the edges. I just love the way that it turned out. It's so organized. I have lots of room. I absolutely adore it, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I can't wait to see what you guys think of the froggy area, the little froggy workspace. I just love my frog. And here's what he looks like on the map, you guys. Such a cute little happy frog. I love him. He's probably one of my favorite things I've built for a long time. And here he is from the air, with all the stuff in him. And that's it, y'all, for episode 4, Building the Bayou. I hope you liked my froggy area. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye, y'all.